Hi guys, how you doing? Good. Tired yet from all the technical talks? All right, so I will try to make it fun for you. Who knows what layer 2 is? Oh, thank God. Who knows what layer 1 is? Oh, great. It's different people, actually. Good. All right. Okay, so I told to point right there to switch the slides, and it doesn't work. Oh, boy. I need help here. Thank you. All right, so we're already having some fun. Just any moment now. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. I have more than one, though. Maybe don't go that far. Okay, so my name is Elina Sinelnikova. Here is my contacts in case you have any questions after this presentation. Hopefully you don't. Oh, yeah. All right. Who tried to actually mint NFT on Ethereum? Good. How did it go? How much was it? Expensive. Okay. First time I minted, it was $100. And then next time I minted, it was $500. Ouch. So, but I actually needed it because we had the promotion with an NFT, so I had to do it. But I imagine myself as an artist, for example, if I produce, my NFT and I try to sell it and trade it on Ethereum and make my, customer mint it completely would kill my business, right? I just put there the number that lost at least 50%, but it's actually more than that producers are losing. There is a way, though, to mint NFTs on Ethereum for low. This way is a layer 2. Oh, before I go to layer 2, why Ethereum? Why would you need to mint NFT on Ethereum? Anyone? Security, thank you. Anyone? Sorry? The biggest one, the largest one. Yeah, anyone else? Any other? Decentralization. Okay, so what does decentralization mean? That no one can take your NFT away like ever. None of the regulators, none of the governments. Because, if the layer 1, they always under scrutiny of, people that want to come and take away the business, right? So if it's decentralized, no one can actually come to these people or put the gun to their head and take away the whole network, because it actually happened before. They can do it, and there goes all the NFTs. Ethereum is decentralized, and so as Bitcoin. So every time you think of not losing NFTs, but actually using the chain, selecting a layer 1, think about decentralization, because only the decentralized ones will matter. I'm not sure why the slides keep switching, and I don't switch them. All right, so I have a real problem today, but okay. Can you switch back, please? And back again. Thank you. All right, so the layer 2s, there are lots of layer 2s. So what layer 2? This is a scalability layer. So on Ethereum, it's expensive and it's low, but it's decentralized, it's great. But there are lots of layer 2s that built on it, which is a decentralization and security and also scalability solutions. It means that if you are on these solutions, you are still on Ethereum. But you are actually making transactions for cheaper, like way, way, way cheaper. There are different technologies. There are 2 that are the most popular is the optimistic rollups. It means that they're rolling up a whole bunch of transactions and posting them to layer 1 as one transaction, therefore splitting this one expensive gas fee among all the transactions. So therefore, the transaction cost got 2 cents. There is also Zkero Labs, which has another, validation that they also post in, but not all the transactions, but they have these complex calculations, lot of smoke and mirrors, but this actually is working as the, mathematical algorithm, and it works as well. One is EVM compatible, means it's good for developers. Another one is not EVM compatible, Zkero Labs, which means that's way harder for developers to build on. But these are the technologies that works, and if you go to L2 fees, you can see what layer 2 exists and what are the fees in there. If we take the very first one, Metis Network, and coincidentally, the founder of this network is here on stage right now. It is the cheapest right now, layer 2. And it's very, very suitable for NFTs. And we call it Smart Layer 2. This is a new technology that we just came up. It just released, which allowed us to drop the fees up until the bare minimum. It's 1 cent on Ethereum just for the swaps. But for NFTs, it's going to be, next slide, please. Thank you. For NFTs, it's going to be 10 cents. If you mint NFT, it's going to be only 10 cents. I minted this beautiful star NFT, and it costed me 10 cents. Next slide. Thank you. So it's a huge, huge benefit for, of course, for the artists, and for, next slide, and for the users, of course, traders, and you can trade NFTs now for 1 cent only. And of course, next slide. Should I point anywhere else? Okay, thank you. And of course, for the builders, so if you are builders, and I assume some of you are builders here, if you are in a developer track, if you build your own NFT marketplaces or your own minting tools, you not only can, increase this margin for the transaction to make a profit a little bit, because, if you have just 1 cent for the transaction, you can up it a little bit. So your user pay a little bit more for your profit. But also, what we have on the Metis network, we have this thing called builder mining. It means that every transaction will make you additional profit. Your smart contract that makes on the chain, it makes you additional profit. So some of our builders, they get up to $200,000 a month just from the transaction fees and from the builder mining. Next slide. Thank you. And also, what we also build as well is a decentralized storage for NFTs. If you know that these pictures that the artists produce, that it stores NFTs, they actually not stored on a blockchain. You knew that, right? Do you know that? They're not stored on a blockchain because blockchain cannot store the data. The picture is actually stored on somebody else's computer somewhere. It's called server. So and this server can actually go down or go away or be taken. And that means that your beautiful art will turn into, like big ugly X. So to store data, to store the actually picture on chain will make a big difference. Next slide. And also NFT Bridge. So this is the new technology that we built. Vitalik talked about it long time ago. So we built it, we just built it, we just tested it. So if you don't want, for example, to trade NFT on layer 2, you can actually transfer between the layers using the NFT bridge. Next slide. So how it works, you can transfer either when if you, for example, already made a mistake and minted your expensive NFT on Ethereum, you can use bridge to transfer to Metis, for example, and trade on one of the platforms. Right on Metis, we have right now Tofu NFT and Metacraft, for example. Next slide. Or, if you haven't made a mistake to mint your NFT on Ethereum yet, you can mint on Metis just for 10 cents and then transfer over and sell it on OpenSea, which actually costs you under $1 anyway for the minting and all the transferring. And thank you for switching the slide. Yes, and because we're all developers here, as I see, here is the instruction actually on how to wrap NFT. And the next slide, how to bridge NFT as well. So we have all that. If you go to our website, there is docs.metis.io. that you can get it in as well, but next slide as well. But you can also connect to us in Telegram group, on Twitter, Metis DAO, by email, contact@metis.io. And the next slide. And also you can come to next ETH hackathon at ethtoronto.ca, which is actually held in Toronto. August 8 to 10, we have lots of bounties that coming in. Vitalik is coming in to be speaking as well if you would like to meet him in person. Come in. August 8 to 10, ethtoronto.ca, please register. And this is my credentials. I'm CEO of Metis. Thank you very much. And if you have questions, I will be here. Thank you.